Thank you for the hat. Let's get a hat added to the stack. Thank you. Thank you for the hat, BK. Thank you for the hat, Code Monk.
Stream is starting, the Captain Coder at the helm. Bean water is ready. Today we will learn a lot. He loves the questions, he loves to sing. Join our Discord and follow him.
morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, wherever you happen to be in the world. Hope you're having a beautiful day. Thank you so much for all the hats. Thank you for the hats, everybody. It's so great to have the whole crew here with me. CodeMuck, congratulations on #1. Poostack, Marshall, BK Dev, it's so wonderful to have you here. Lance, welcome back to the stream. Redmer, it's great to see you, my friend. Let's get another hat added to the stack. Gotta keep that head fresh. Gotta keep that head fresh. Good morning, everybody. It's so wonderful to have you here. All you beautiful people. You beautiful people. You beautiful people. I like that you're all here. Smab, we're gonna see if we can reproduce the issue. I've not been able to get that. I haven't seen the behavior you're describing, but we'll take a look. We'll see. Maybe Tall, I hope you're able to get some rest. Thank you always so much for coming in, hanging out with us, relaxing. Get some rest, my friend. No pressure for you to be here. I hope you don't feel, I hope no one ever feels any pressure to be here. I appreciate you being here, but there's never any pressure. I hope you know that. Lance, Redmer, it's wonderful to have you guys here on this beautiful Wednesday morning for me. I hope everyone's having a beautiful Wednesday, whether it's a morning, afternoon, or evening for you. I hope you're having a beautiful day, whether it's the start of your day, whether it's the beginning of your day, whether it's the start of your day or the beginning of your day, whether it's the start of your day, whether it's the end of your day. It's true. We have the fancy mug today. It's my favorite mug. Count Oren, welcome back. It's great to see you. Muchos sombreros, amigos. Sí. They keep giving me the hats. Los sombreros. Los sombreros, we're up to cinco sombreros. That means, for those who know habla español, that means 5 hats. 5 hats. Twitch face, great to see you. Well, the day's off to a beautiful start, senor. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it. Maybe Tall says, I choose to be here, but yes, I will probably sleep. So I hope you're able to get some sleep. I've been having a rough couple days myself, but getting up, being Captain Coder, look. You know, the real, I am Captain Coder. Captain Coder is me, and Captain Coder is who I am. But Captain Coder is a character I play as well. I hope that doesn't upset anyone too much. Captain Coder is a character. Captain Coder is who I strive to be. Captain Coder is who I try to... Yeah, let me check out main, Smab. Let me check out main. Let me do that real quick. Get status. Get checkout main. All right, so I'm on the main branch. We'll do a pull just to make sure. And then let me run it so I can check out, see what's going on here. So I'm on the main branch. Here, just double checking. Moon is welcome back. If I go maximize, I don't get it. Dragging that out, dragging. So this is what happens for me. Here, let me see. Let me try moving it across multiple screens. Multiple screens is also okay. Maximize here. Maximize over there. Put it into some different spots. Yeah, so that's why I'm saying I don't know what's going on, because I cannot reproduce what you're showing. If you're able to do a video or something of it, that might be helpful. I've also tested out my Mac. It doesn't do it either. On the Mac as well. I was messing around with it a little bit on the Mac. So that's why I'm saying, like, it's odd behavior. I haven't been able to reproduce it. Moonis, congratulations on 10th, my friend. Having a great day. Lance says that RPG system I showed you, it's coming along. Raycast data is coming in for objects, distances, and all that good stuff. Fantastic. I know, isn't that annoying, Marshall? Well, it works on my machine. Doesn't work on that one. Jonas, Red Cabin Games, welcome to the stream. Welcome back. Great to have you here, folks. If you guys don't know Red Cabin Games, you got to get to know him. Got to get to know that game. Folks, be sure to go give Red Cabin Games some love. Incredible software, like truly incredible software engineer. Thank you for the dopamine, Pagorli. Folks, Red Cabin Games need your love. Go love Red Cabin Games. We love Jonas. How's your game coming along? Post some links. Thank you for the hat, Pagorli. Let's get a hat added to the stack. No. Thank you, Red Cabin Games. Incredible artists. Everything solo, truly solo game dev. Pagorli, thank you for the hat. We're gonna get a hat added to this stack. Thank you very much. Munglo, holy cannoli with the raid. Have you met Munglo? They have raided me today. You know, Munglo, you're great, you're grand, you're cool, you are the best. If you got a rating wrong, no problem. Have yourself a beautiful day now. May it be awesome. I can't thank you enough for the raid today. Munglo, thank you for the raid. So glad you're here, my friend. Thank you for dropping your people with me. I'll try to take good care of them. Munglo, have a beautiful day. Keep coding, keep growing, keep being amazing. I'll see you next time. Jonas, if you got any links for us to check out, feel free to drop them in the chat. Making more content. Awesome. You got to... Oh, I can't wait for this one. This looks like my type of game, too. Check this out, folks. Scavenger, Space Scavenger 2, Galactic Gauntlet. Look at this gorgeous game. Look at this gorgeous game here. Come on, why is it all fuzzy? There it goes. Look at this. Truly solo game dev. You can watch it all being made on stream, on Twitch here. Go click that wishlist button. Give it some love. Kuwani, welcome back to the stream. Jonas, when do we get a chance to have you come on to the showcase? When do I gotta play this game? Really, it's just me saying, hey, Jonas, let me play your game before anybody else. Folks, go check out Red Cabin Games. Absolutely incredible human being. It was awesome working with you on the little side project we did. This game looks incredible. It looks amazing. Go add it to your wish list. Click that button. If you haven't clicked it enough, go make a second Steam account. You know you want it. Marshall says, didn't go with the classic naming convention, Space Gamer 2 Galactic Boogaloo. It's true. Spinning flails in Space Game is not what I expected, but is very much welcome. I agree with that sentiment. Red Cabins, I want to make another play test in April. Would be awesome to have you play. Yeah, absolutely. I don't think I'll be doing a showcase in April, but let's aim for May. Maybe we can aim for May. May 18th will likely be it's way in the future, but I bet May 18th is going to be a showcase day. And so maybe, just possibly, we could do a collab stream on that day. Have you come on for a little bit and check it out. Or maybe I could come on to your stream and we could chat about it. Either way, I got to check it out. Thank you so much for being here, Red Cabin Games. Zapustak says, yesterday all my coding seems so far away. Now I'm sitting debugging all day. Oh, I have bugs since yesterday. If you've only had bugs since yesterday, you're doing pretty good. I've had bugs my whole life. Ever since I started coding, got around to sharing a new throwing axe module too. Yo, let's check that out. Let's check it out. Folks. Go! Oh, here we go. I don't think I'm following you on the platform formerly known as Twitter. There we go. Now I am. Throwing axes. Yo, this is cool. Look at that. Boom. Get him. Yeah, that looks awesome. It's like a boomerang almost. I know you say it's an axe. It looks like a boomerang. Very cool. I can't wait to play this game. Thank you so much for sharing, Jonas. All right. Okay. We have a pull request coming in. What are we working on? Folks, we are working on a Pac-Man inspired game, Capman. It's a pure C# implementation made without an engine. Our ultimate goal is to be able to build an agnostic version of our code and then drop it into Unity, Godot, a WebGL. We might not make the WebGL one. That might be too fancy for us. But be able to port it to a bunch of different places using the same code. Same code in all the places. Aside from the view. So we have our data model of it. It will match. It's been so awesome. Been getting some pull requests. I've been inspired by all of you out there to set up this repository in a way that people can help here. Tuber Tugger made another pull request for updating the info renderer. We're going to check this out. So came in, made a issue saying, hey, I want to get the high score showing in the top center here. Currently, it shows up in the top left. Ramulks, great to see you, my friend. And created this issue, created a pull request. And then we're going to check it out today. I haven't checked it out yet, but we're going to take a look at it. So here's what we currently have. And folks, if anyone wants to contribute to this project, you're welcome to do so via pull request. So here I am. You'll notice it says high score here in the top left. I believe this pull request, the idea is to center this text in the middle of the screen. Let's take a look. Let's take a look here. So I'm gonna go to my GitHub. We're gonna check this out here. All right, check out pull request. We're gonna take a look at it. So this is the pull request that we've been given. Let's run it. Test it here. We're gonna run it against our test. And then I'd like to set up some stuff here. High score right in the middle. Check it out. The high score is in the middle now of the screen. That's what this pull request is attempting to do. That's what that pull request seems to be doing. I'm happy with that. Let's do a little bit of a code review here. Let's add pixel play to our workplace settings. Come on, you're not gonna let me do that? Add to workplace settings. Weird. There it goes. Okay. All right. So congratulations on number 10, Dramulks, by the way. So there's essentially one file modified here. One file modified. We can look at this pull request side by side. Turn off my chat just so we can see it a little bit better here. So in this we have padding. So some conventions here that we have. So padding here. So if I wanted to be super critical of this, and this is why I want to go ahead and I want to add in to this project. We're gonna open up an issue today and work on that. I would like to add in an issue related to adding in a style guide for this project, adding in a linter. I think I'm gonna use StyleCop to add a linter that gets run when you go to do a pull request. It'll run and it'll run against you, and a command you can run in the command line, or potentially when you build, that will give you warnings for when you're not matching the style guide for this project. Because I myself am not matching the style guide perfectly, but with multiple people, we want to be more consistent. So for example, this capital P here, it's a private variable. It's a private static variable. This should probably, if we were following Microsoft convention, would be S padding, maybe capital P, I'm not sure, like this. So say it's static. Same with this, we have the S here. This one's static. I don't always follow this underscore S. Since this is public, starting with a capital P, this is Pascal case, proper case is what it's sometimes called here. We might rename these things, but this pull request seems to be working okay, just fine. And what I want to do after we merge this in, I want to finish the feature I was working on yesterday. Then I'm going to open up an issue to say we need to add in some automated styling. So add in a style guide as well as some StyleCop or some other program. We have an editor config right now that is doing some formatting for us, but it doesn't do things. We can maybe add warnings that give us warnings for these styles. We're going to look into it, but I would like to be able to enforce this on a pull request. When a pull request comes in, give automatic feedback on styling if we're not matching the style guide. And that'll apply to me too. So when we do that, we will probably have to go through and do a major refactor on a bunch of stuff to get it to adhere to the StyleCop style guide. Aside from this, I think this looks pretty good. A few little things I might modify in here, but I'm okay with it. We're finding the center of the board. We're drawing the text. Get these strings, high score. This could probably be a types of things like this could be a const. This one can't be a const, it has to be. We might even do game.score.toString. And then we draw these two pieces of text onto the screen in this spot here. Totally fine. So I'm okay with this here. This is doing its job. It's a simple piece of code, minor changes to it. I am going to go ahead and approve this pull request with the thought in mind that I need to add in some rules for merging here, where we're going to make sure that, let's make sure we pass the test. I don't know if we pass the test or not. I'm sure we do because the tests aren't touching this. .NET test here. Just making sure, sanity check. Should be on this branch here. Let's make sure I'm actually on this branch. It'd be weird if I'm not. There we are. So the test still pass, but you can set up automated testing here. So when it comes up, it'll run the test, it'll run the styles, and get the feedback to the person performing the pull request. We're gonna go ahead and merge this in. Update info renderer here, confirm. And we'll go ahead and delete that branch. Get tubers changes in. And then let's go ahead and go over to my main. Get checkout main. Pull those changes. The branch I was working on, I'm gonna go ahead and pull those changes into that branch as well. Get that branch updated. And I believe now on the GitHub here, it should go ahead and resolve this. There it goes. Nothing opened that way. Smab, thank you for the link there. Let's take a look. Red Cabin, I haven't, oh, that didn't work for me. Smab, I just copied it wrong. I've only done it in industry. Happens from a new clone as well. Let me try cloning. This is super interesting. It looks almost like, so let me ask you, does this continue updating or is it just a like shadow? So this area looks, my initial guess is it's not clearing this part of the screen. It's only redrawing this section. So it might be your graph. No, it's a shadow. I'm wondering if it's a graphics card thing where my graphics card chooses to go ahead and clear that buffer in that moment, because it's through OpenGL. I'm going to try a fresh clone, just a sanity check. But my guess is someone needs to do something that actually clears the whole screen. I don't know if I'm actually clearing the screen. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if there's a screen clear here in the code. Let's take a look though. Let me do a clean pull here. Siler Atomic, welcome back to the stream. But yeah, Jonas, I normally wouldn't, or in all the streaming stuff I've done, I've only been working solo, so I haven't set any of this stuff up. But this has been so cool. I want to encourage lots of people to come in and contribute to this, as many, not a lot, but people who are interested in contributing. I'd love to have your contributions. I just cloned into a new folder before running. All right, let me clone this. Let me get the base here. We're gonna clone into a temp folder. Get clone. We're gonna clone this out and get the like base project here. My guess. My guess is it's going to be fine on my end. And we'll find out. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you have shadows. Your graphics card is just doing something different than mine when I resize. When I resize, it's automatically clearing the screen for me, I'm pretty sure. That's super interesting. So, let's it's a machine issue. Let me do something here. My guess, let's create a new branch real quick. Why can't I get to the terminal? Here we go. Get checkout B, attempt to clear screen. Refresh the gist. This info is from Raylib. Thank you. Yeah, my guess is there's different stuff going on here. I think, thank you for reporting this, by the way. I think so notice this clear background is only happening on my texture, not the full board. It's happening on the texture, not the full board. If you have time, I think all I need to do to fix this is do the clear background here. So when you're changing the window size, like I think on my end, for whatever reason, my graphs card is clearing it. Uh-oh. Maybe I need to do it in both places. Although I've made drawing Pac-Man now. All right. Apparently I need to do it here as well. That makes sense. I need to clear this texture, but I think I need to actually clear the screen as well. I'm pretty sure the screen itself is not clearing for you, but my graphics card, for whatever reason, gets, when I refresh, when I screen the screen, I have to leave in 10 minutes, but I'll look when I get back. Gotcha. This is all right. Let me push this up. Git commit -m fix attempt to fix shadow issue on screen. Resize. All right, Smab, if you have a moment, feel free to check that out. and let me know if that works for you. Long, long cap man. And so is that the like long, long man? that Japanese bubblegum commercial? Is that what you're going for, Marshall? Smab, if you have a chance, check it out. I think this might resolve the issue. If it does, that's hilarious. I'm glad I got the reference. If it does, we'll merge that in. That said, it doesn't hurt to have it here and here. It really doesn't. I think we would see it better if I did this. There we go. Yeah. So before there was no screen clear there. I'm 90% sure this will fix that for you. Or for that issue that you're experiencing. Okay. All right. And feel free to just check it out later. Let's go back to... here we go. This is the feature we were working on previously. So here is the issue that we're working on. Center UI. You can confirm that fixed the issue. Awesome. This is closed. This one here should be closed. Closed by update info renderer. Close with comment. There we go. Okay. Awesome. Let me get that merged into main here. Get checkout main. Have a beautiful day, Smab. Thank you so much for popping in. Thank you for your bug report. We'll see you next time. Get branch, get merge, attempt to clear screen. Go ahead and push that up. Let's branch -D, attempt to clear screen. There. Yeah, so Marshall, it's when I'm pretty sure my graphics card, when I do a refresh, it clears the, when the screen size changes, it clears the whole screen, whereas on Smabs, it does not. That's essentially what it is. No worries. Take your time. Of course, you're welcome back anytime, Smab. You're welcome back anytime. You know that. Or at least I hope you do. Okay. Status, get branch. Let's go into... oh, we finished that one. Branch -D 11. Enemy should be in the center board. We did that. Get checkout 13 here. Enemy should reset on player's death. We're going to merge main in. Okay. Now that we have that merged in, we are going to, just to remind if anyone who's watching, this is the issue we are currently working on. When the player is killed, the enemy should respawn in the center of the board. Nameless Coda, thank you for the hat. Redeem, let's add a hat to the stack for you. Thank you for the hat, Redeem. Welcome to the stream. Happy to have you here. Dramulk's almost at that 200K. You're getting close to that Lambo. Getting close to that Lambo, Redeem. You're almost there. Almost there. Okay. So this is what we're working on right now. Nameless Coder, so many hats. It's true. It's true. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to pin this message so people know what we're working on. Keep that pinned up at the top. Here we go. Next.
Our dopamine. Oh, I got that fix.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Thank you for the dopamine, Dramos. Got to get that fix. We got that fix in, getting the dopamine. Okay. So, I would like to... Here's what we're working on. So, Catman, we'll wait for one of these guys to come out. It might actually be broken. Guy might not be able to actually come out yet. Yeah, he's stuck in there. He's stuck in there because everything's broken. The game right now, basically, I want to reset. The guy, they kind of reset now. Unfortunately, they can't escape, so that introduced an additional bug. So... This is related to the way I've defined the behaviors. I tried to make some interesting behaviors and they're really bad, it turns out. The way I've done it, and I knew it was bad when I was doing it. So I've tried to define these composable behaviors. Composable behaviors that look like this. This is sort of what I want to do is we have the patrol behavior while the game playtime is less than 7. Then Clyde will ignore doors and then move to this position. All right, so he has this target tile behavior while he's not at that position. And then when he gets to the position, he's going to ignore the doors. He won't ignore doors anymore. And then go to his basic Clyde behavior. That's what this monstrosity here is doing. It's trying to be a compositional AI behavior. I can chain them together. This is not working for a number of reasons. So what I'm going to do is we're gonna not have this. So in my mind, this is a complete over-engineering on my part, saying, oh, maybe I can make this so you can define the behaviors in YAML, and then it reads it in and it'll turn it into this thing. And this is like way, way too far into the future on that behavior there. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a behavior here for this enemy that sort of does this, but doesn't need all this weird composition stuff going on in it. So I'm going to come up here. The future looks complicated, Daddy. Daddy, the future is complex. Thank you for being here, Biffles. Happy to have you here. I got to stop. People keep clipping me when I say the first part of your name. No offense. I love that you're here, but I'm going to try calling you Biffles. I'm going to try calling you Biffles, and I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind. Okay. Let's create a behavior here that is my friends call me Biffles. You can call me Biffles. I will call you Biffles. Maybe someday I'll be your friend. Okay. I don't know what to call this behavior. It's the Clyde behavior. Clyde AI behavior. We're going to call it Clyde AI behavior. We got to give it a better name, but we're going to start with that. And we're just going to take this and we're Clyde AI behavior. And what we're going to do is we're just going to write this AI out fully here. Like this. Okay. So this is sort of made up of a couple different behaviors. Private, read-only, patrolling behavior. So it has a patrolling behavior. And the patrolling behavior happens to be this. Okay. This is the patrolling behavior that we use. All right. And we're going to say, in our game, we're going to say if game.playtime is less than 7, we're going to use the patrol behavior. Patrol behavior, we're going to return patrol behavior dot get next direction game delta time enemy. Okay, that's the first one we do. You're gonna attempt. Look, I'm okay with being boozled. Just don't bamboozle me, Lance. Just don't bamboozle me. I'm okay being boozled. I think I'm okay being boozled. All right, so this is the first part. Well, the playtime is less than that. The patrol behavior here happens. Then we switch to ignoring doors here. So this is sort of the behavior that needs to happen next. And so I'm going to create a behavior here, private, read only. These can all be enemy behaviors. This is going to be leave house behavior, like this. Okay. It's going to be the leave. This needs to be a new patrol behavior here. Like this. So patrol behavior here. Then we're going to say if, this is interesting. I need a thing that says whether or not we have left the center. So much behavior. The behaviors, that's right. So if playtime is less than this, we should be in the center of the board. And we need to switch to, it'll be the enemy ignored doors is true. And then they would return leave house behavior dot get direction game delta time enemy, like this. All right, so we're gonna ignore the doors and then we'll do that. This is only until they've exited, so I need to sort of have this boolean here. Bool has exited, like this is false. Okay, if the playtime's less than this, has exited is false. Right here, we're gonna say if they has exited is false. If they have not exited, we are going to ignore doors and return the behavior of leaving the house. Okay. But there's one little step here. We're gonna say if they have not left the house, we need to say if you've reached this tile. If you've reached this tile, so we're gonna say if the enemy tile is equal to the tile we want to reach, has exited is true. So we're gonna mark it true here, so the next time it tries to decide what to do, it'll move on to the next behavior, which happens to just be the Clyde behavior. So once we get through here, they will no longer ignore doors, and they will have the Clyde behavior. Private read only enemy behavior on exit or after exit. There's going to be new Clyde targeting like this, and so this will be our after exit dot get direction game delta time enemy. So I was trying to write a way to generalize what I'm doing here with enemies so we can sort of compose them together. Devro, great to see you, my friend. Easy program, something with voice activation. One of the calibration words is biffles. Let Captain test it on stream. We could try something like that. Mary Cat, how are you? How are you on this beautiful Wednesday? Mary Cat, it's great to see you as always. Welcome back to the stream. I hope you're having a beautiful day. I do hope you're having a beautiful day, Mary Cat. Okay, so this is going to be the behavior that replaces Clyde here. Clyde's behavior is going to be a new Clyde AI behavior. Okay. Okay. Can get rid of this. Okay. Tell me I can simplify this. Clyde enemy should be this, and then we'll say behavior equals, why won't you let me do that? Behavior equals new Clyde and behavior. Oh, it doesn't like that. Does not exist. Oh, I have a semicolon. There it is. All right. So we're going to construct Clyde. Clyde's going to have this behavior. My hope is that Clyde will operate the way I want. Leave the house after 7 seconds. And then when I die, respawn in the center there. All right, so Clyde leaves. Clyde is now doing Clyde behavior. Clyde's behavior is if I'm too far away, Clyde comes for me. So the little square here, it's hard to see, but the square around me saying where the enemies are targeting. And so this guy, they're both targeting me. When this guy gets close, you'll notice he targets this corner over here. So Clyde will start doing weird things when he's too far away. When I die, my hope is Clyde will respawn in the center. Okay. And then exits after 7 seconds again. I'm hoping the AI, there we go. All right, so I fixed the Clyde behavior to be resettable. Oh, I'm so sorry you weren't feeling well. I'm sad you got sick. Got it at school, workplace hazard. Yeah, as a teacher in person, I'm not in person anymore, but that is totally a hazard, potentially getting it in person. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you're feeling better. I hope your recovery is quick if you're still recovering. But we missed you too, Mary Cat. I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you're with us on this beautiful Wednesday. Okay. So we have Clyde going back. We need to do the same thing for our target to head behavior here. So I'm going to create more of these. All right, so new file. This one's going to be our... I need to come up with names for these characters. Javasaurus X with the hat redeem. Let's get a hat added to this stack. Javasaurus X, thank you for the hat redeem. Lance says, so given that the ghosts need to make contact with, is that Clyde or Collide? It's Collide. Yes, Collide. We'll call this Bob AI behavior. So I can't come up with a better name for it. And so I'm just going to start here with the Bob. We might find a pattern here. Bob AI behavior like this. We might find a pattern here. Bob the Builder. It's true. Can we fix it? So Bob, let's see, Clyde behavior. I have this leftover target player tile, which we don't use. Bob ends up with after exit, it's going to be a target ahead of player 4 spaces, I believe. So if we look here, Bob has this patrol, the end target ahead of player 4. So we're going to translate these into, I'm going to take this, it's going to be a new Bob AI behavior. Take this Bob AI, and essentially there's a pattern that I'm noticing here that I might be able to do a minor generalization with it. So our patrol behavior here is 13, 15, 13, 13. Notice I'm copying this here. We stay inside for 14. This behavior will change. Target tile becomes 13, 11. It's the same behavior to leave the house. Ooh, maybe I could just come up with a leave house behavior. And then at the end here, it's the same. So really, the change goes here and here. So this is like, where are we patrolling? What are we doing when we exit here? Is this target player distance? I get rid of you. That's interesting that it's not interesting that I left it there. Okay, Bob behavior wasn't too bad to put in. Let's test our Bob behavior. It wants us to, says it's having trouble simplifying. Hang on. I should be able to simplify it this way. Honestly, don't feel like this is simplified. This feels more annoying and complex. I mean, maybe if I had more. Javasaurus X, how have you been? How did your game jam go? Were you able to finish your game jam? I'm gonna come in here and create the full new file. People like it. Send us a link. Send us a link. Whimsical AI behavior. Send us the link. We gotta check it out. Gotta check it out. I still need to rate other people's entries. Isn't that, yeah. It's one of my favorite parts of game jams is rating other people because you get to see how they interpreted it, how they went about it. Whimsical AI behavior. All right, so these are just like small behaviors. Cool. Thank you for the link. We're going to check that out momentarily. Folks, give Javasaurus X some love. Also incredible developer and streamer Javasaurus X. Thank you so much for being here. Give Javasaurus X some love. If you want to go see a great game developer, programmer, software engineer, beautiful human, go check him out. Can't wait to see what other people made of the awesome theme. I know you didn't like the theme that much. Royku, congratulations on number 13. Thank you for being here. Glad to have you. All right, so 16, we're going to do the patrol behavior. 16, 15, 16, 13. So we start out with the patrol. The exit tile, 13, 11 stays the same. And at the end, we end up with whimsical targeting. This one's hard because we have to have a player that we target. Okay. This one's interesting. This one's rough because the player we target, the thing we're going to target Oh, this one's tricky because this enemy doesn't just reset. We like change the instance. We make a new instance of it. That is really interesting here because we need to pass in a reference. I'm not sure this is going to be an enemy actor. Target. Watch. Target. Yeah, this is super interesting here because when we construct this guy, we need to know the target, but when the game resets, we make like a new instance. So I'm wondering if this will actually make it so we don't have to make a new instance. Instead, we can say, okay, where does this... Yeah, I just set the start position. I would cave and make the player a singleton. There's only one player ever. Would that make... sorry, I missed something in the chat, I think. So the way... Are you referring to this target? It's not targeting the player. So the way this... If we're doing the Pac-Man AI... The way Pac-Man AI... One of the characters... Sorry, one of the enemies... uses another enemy actor as part of its targeting logic. It says, well, look at that enemy. So it looks at the enemy. This is the enemy that targets the player. And it uses that, and it says, okay, well, based on how far away I am from that thing will determine my position. So if they're close to that enemy, if that enemy is close to you, it like gets closer. It's really, really an interesting behavior. So when we construct this thing, that said, let's set this to 21. Here, after leaving, it's this. We might be able to make it so we don't have to respawn all of the enemies, just make their positions reset, because this is now using the playtime. Okay, so this one's not going to be using, let's go into our game. Initialize enemies. Maybe we don't act right now. Cloning the enemy is going to be a problem. When we clone an enemy, we take their behavior. But for this particular enemy, it would need to target a different one. So I'm thinking initialize enemies might actually, rather than going through and cloning them, needs to reset, just reset their position. So we need to remember their starting positions instead. So our enemy actor might require a start X and start Y that we have to specify. And we might just take this position here that we pass in to be their initial position. What am I even doing with this real quick? Position, actor. It's going up to the actor here. We need to remember that position. So I'm going to do a public position, start position. Could also call it reset position. And it's going to start out as position here. So we're going, when we construct this thing, we're going to save this starting position here. So in initialize enemy, I'm just going to set them back to their original start position. That's what I'm going to do. So rather than cloning them, initialize now is actually going to loop through our enemies and just reset their start position. I can actually take this out, I believe. Turn this into an array of enemies. Initialize enemies is going to reset their start positions here. So it's going to be for each enemy actor, enemy in enemies. Enemy dot position is equal to start enemy dot start position. I think this will work. It doesn't need to return anything. Okay. We could call this reset enemies as well. And it might make sense to add in a reset into the enemy actor. So an enemy actor knows how to reset itself. And that might actually make the most sense. So then we could potentially subclass it based on a behavior. We might be able to do something with it. The behavior might need to have a reset called on the behavior in the future. Try not to do too much overthinking here. The game's going to reset the enemies. I'm going to go ahead and add in a public virtual. I'm not going to make it virtual yet. But this reset is just going to be start position equals start position. Reset is just going to do that. There's some potentially in behavior, we might need to reset a behavior as well. But the way I've defined it now is the behaviors are not modifying any state in the player. Before they were modifying, they were sending messages to the player saying, hey, I'm ready for the next state. It was kind of like a state machine. We could still do that. Initial enemies we can get rid of here. I think I like this reset. We're just going to do enemy.reset like this. And it might make sense. Enemies here. We're just going to call instead reset enemies. Player, we might even have a reset on player here. So just the player actor right now, resetting and just respawning it with a new here. Might make sense to just have a reset on the player. Let's go into my program. I don't think I actually changed the whimsical behavior, but let's go double check program. Yeah, I didn't actually set the behavior. Behavior will be, let's get rid of this. Behavior equals new whimsical. Thank you so much, Javasaurus X. I appreciate that. All right, so the person, the enemy this guy's targeting happens to be the target's player here. So we have to specify the quote-unquote whimsical behavior. We have to say which enemy is it dependent on here. Let's continue here. Behavior, new target, player tile. Actually, comma. There we go. This one's interesting because, well, let's see. Let's test it. Let's see if we get these all out. When we die, they reset. And I think we're going to be, and then we got to make sure they can come out again. All right, so we got our pack on the move here. Should be able to avoid these. And then we'll be able to, basically, they don't always exit. The time was just the simplest thing to do. That's actually not cool. The guy can exit. Get these guys to all lump up. Oh no. I almost made a terrible mistake. Okay, so they all exited. Let me die. Respawn here. All right, they all respawn. And make sure that they continue to exit and target. So something weird here. One of them is targeting this weird tile over here. There it goes. Okay, it was targeting. Oh, that was the last place it was targeting, because in the patrol behavior, it doesn't get a target. It doesn't have a target. Okay, so they all exit. The targeting appears to be working. Okay. Ascertainment, welcome back to the stream. Great to have you. Thank you for the compliment. We're having a ton of fun with it. We, and people, you know, the thing that is, I'm really appreciating so much about this is people have been contributing on GitHub with pull requests, and it's just amazing. It's amazing to have all these beautiful people wanting to contribute to the project. And so I'm about to add in, because of that, I'm going to add in a style guide today, and it's going to force me to go back and restyle, contribute units. Exactly. They have been. Biffles, they have been too. They have been providing unit tests, which is cool. Really cool. Yeah. So I want to add in a style guide here on how to contribute, as well as some GitHub actions that will give you some immediate feedback and allow me to unit test. Yeah, allow me to lessen the load on me for contributions. Here we go. We did finish this feat. Implement reset enemy reset bset method refactored enemy behaviors, and really we can delete some of these other things, behaviors, to allow resetting. Added enemy actor.reset updated game to reset enemies. There we go. We're gonna sync this up. We're gonna do a double check here. Let's run the test. Game seems to be running well. .NET test. I can live without tests for games, to be honest. My experience is game jams. Yeah, in game jams, you don't have enough time for it to be that much. They're meant to be throwaway. It's prototyping. A lot of times, if you don't have a clear idea of even what you're doing, how can you write a test if you don't? So tests let you have need to have a clear input, output. What is the thing you're testing? In a lot of game development, it's not clear what it is. What that input output should be, what the experience is. And so it comes down to unit testing a game can be really, really hard. I've been working really hard to make it testable code, right? Biffles. And so I've separated it out into the logic. So I have this Capman here. This is 100% just pure logical approach. The data of what a Capman game is. Raylib just becomes a renderer and a user input device. You can pester me off stream, of course, Lance. You can pester me on stream too if you want. On stream, off stream, either is fine. Let's go back to our main. Let's go look at this pull request, do a sanity check on it. And then I want to open an issue that is to add a linter to the project with GitHub Actions. Should work on my game jam book. I'll crank that engine back up this week. Awesome. Let me get this in here. JavaSource X, I might ask you to send that link again. I forgot to grab it. No pressure. I wanted to check out your game. If you want to send it again, yeah, you sent a link to your game and I forgot to open it, or I closed it. One of the two happened. Thank you. I want to make sure I don't lose it because I don't want to have to scroll way back up. So we're just going to open that here and then I'll check it out. Thank you. I appreciate it. More flexible that way. Yeah, Lance. The Learn You a Game Jam 2024, Captain Coder's Learn You a Game Jam. Our first game jam was such a success. I'm definitely going to run it again. It'll be at the end of June. Sorry. It'll be in June, likely the second or third week of June. Enjoy your day, BK. Have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for hanging out. We'll catch you again soon. Feature, add, implement enemy reset upon player death. Okay. Player respawn. It is. Okay. This PR implements and closes number 13. Create a pull request. Just look at it real quick. So we're gonna eyeball it. I did run it locally. So we got rid of these crazy composite behaviors and replaced them with more direct behaviors. More direct behaviors, easier to read, but maybe not as versatile. Off topic, Biffle says, Golang offers code coverage reports, and the VS Code extension can show which lines are tested on .NET. VS Code offers something similar. I suspect so. Let's look. We could take a look at it. I haven't done code coverage. I'm not a huge fan of code coverage because it doesn't necessarily indicate the code is written well. You may be writing, I don't think 100% code coverage is necessary. That said, it can be an indicator of how well thought out some things are. So Bob behavior here, Clyde behavior got added. There's a lot of repeated code in these that could be abstracted, but we're gonna leave that because these give us flexibility to modify these out, making them a subclass of a default one. Yeah, so it's always a weird question of like what should be tested. Can be meaningless. It can be meaningless. That said, there's also like test generators that it depends on whether or not your getters or setters have logic in them as well. If it's just a raw auto property, they don't need to be tested. If your property has a side effect or throws exceptions when you try to set it to an illegal value, this feels really straightforward implementation here. So we're going to go ahead and merge it in. Okay, confirm. We'll go ahead and delete that branch. It should verify that it closed that. Cool. We closed that one then. There's logic. I prefer to not name it as a getter or setter. Actually, I tend to not write getters and setters nowadays. So if there is logic, let me ask you a question. All right. So let's ask, let's consider. I'm curious just to explore this idea. You have a player character. Let's say you're designing a character in a game and they have hit points. They have a variable called hit points. And I think I kind of know the answer to this, but I'm curious. They have a variable called hit points. It's a field. This tracks the amount of hit points they have. The value of hit points should never be set to a negative number. Player cannot, that doesn't make sense to have negative in this particular game. But you want things to be able to modify the player's hit points. Do you not have a getter or setter for that? What do you call the method that allows you to modify it? And how do you handle that? Do you throw an exception? Do you make it so that way there is it clamps it back up to 0? What is the behavior that we expect in that situation? Just curious, and feel free to ignore my question. Javasaurus X, my first Java mentor said when I was testing getters, that's like testing if a Boolean is a Boolean. We don't have quantum computers yet, but here you are preparing for them. Great job. You'd personally clamp it, but is that the expected behavior? So now that you're clamping it, should we test that? Is that something that we can test? There's logic there now, right? It's no longer just a simple sense. So that's the question, is we're clamping it. Should that be tested? Is that a behavior that is easy to know by looking at it as a setter? Practical NPC, good morning, my friend. Happy to have you here as a beautiful day. Make it unsigned next. You're in a language that doesn't have unsigned values. All right, so but then if you were to subtract from that value, now you have a big old giant number instead. So as you 0, subtract 1 from the hit points, what do you do at that point? So that, if it's unsigned, I feel like it needs even more testing to ensure that you don't end up in a crazy spot. Practical NPC, folks, if you guys don't know them, incredible solo indie game dev creating a game called Memoria. Look at this beautiful game right here. Look at that game. Look at it go. A precision platformer. Super exciting. Absolutely wonderful. Running a Kickstarter right now. Fully funded this Kickstarter in the first 3 hours. Can you believe that? In 3 hours, folks, go first off. Click that heart. Click that heart. Give them some love. Then go check out the Kickstarter page. Click that link. You know you want to. You know you need to. You know you can't resist the click. Click that. Consider becoming a backer on this amazing project, this amazing Kickstarter, this amazing game. Funded in under 3 hours. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. I can believe it because the game's that awesome. Go check it out. What did I say? Yeah, game dev. Game dev. Oh, game dev gathering. I thought you said rather. All right. Thank you for that. We're going to check out Dr. Javasaurus's brain training. Let's check it out here. I got followed by Securus. Let's go check out Dr. Javasaurus's. The theme was, let's say, welcome to the mind-bending world of Dr. Javasaurus's brain training! Exclamation point. In this thrilling game created for Brachy's Game Jam 2024.1, you find yourself in the mysterious laboratory of Dr. Javasaurus, a brilliant scientist with a passion for challenging minds. What's behind that door? Explore a series of 12 uniquely designed doors, each hiding a brain-twisting puzzle waiting to be solved. From logic challenges to memory tests, each door presents a different mental workout to keep your cognitive skills sharp. Features 12 types of doors. Encounter a variety of brain puzzles behind each door. Challenging puzzles. Exercise your mind with logic, memory, and problem-solving challenges. Engaging gameplay. Dive into the immersive world of Dr. Javasaurus's laboratory. Unlock the secrets. Solve puzzles to reveal the secrets behind each door. Are you ready to embark on a journey of mental agility and unlock the secrets hidden behind these doors? Test your wits, sharpen your brain, and discover what lies beyond with Dr. Javasaurus's brain training. All right, let's check it out. Corfless, Hanso, hi, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to the stream. All right, let's give it a shot. You're nervous now. Don't get nervous. Don't be nervous. There's nothing to be nervous about. I'm just going to tear this apart limb by limb. Let's get that audio in here. Oh, look at that cute dinosaur. Click play. Dr. Javasaurus brain training. Solve 50 puzzles as fast as 50 puzzles. It said 50 puzzles. Let's try it. Oh god. Oh, I did it. Green, blue, blue. Okay. Word, Java. Oh no. Dot. Oh, what happened? What happened? That was interesting. You failed to solve a puzzle within 10 seconds. All right. Whew. You only get 10 seconds per puzzle. Okay. There we go. Solved it. Bomb. Knock. I don't know what to do here. I did it. I did it. Okay. This game is very stressful. This isn't a knock. That's what kind of puzzle is. This reminds me of WarioWare. There we go. 14 minus 7, 7. The stress. No! No! Dear goodness. Oh man. What am I gaining by doing this? This game is one of the most stressful feelings I've ever felt. I've never been so stressed. What am I supposed to do? I don't understand that one. I just click the dot and drag. I need a touchpad. I need a touch screen. This is way too hard with a mouse. Oh god. What if... There we go. 16. Oh, my goodness. My heart. My heart. Yeah. Yeah. Word. There we go. Alright. Jeez. This game is so stressful. 8 times 8 is 64. Here we go. This is a great game jam game. What I'll say is this is a great game jam game. Am I having fun? I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but I sure am engaged in it. Why are there so many... Oh no. How do you make doors fun? Look, I don't know how we make doors fun, but we did it. Mac-a-tap, thank you for the follow. Mac-a-tap, thank you for following Captain Coder today. Mac-a-tap, thank you for the follow. So glad to have all you beautiful people here. Javasaurus X, thank you for sharing your game with us. 10 out of 10, it's beautiful. 10 out of 10, the music is calming. I'm gonna go fun, stressful. If 10 out of 10 on the stress. Is stress one of the things that you're rated on? Let's look. Rate. What is one of the ratings here? What are the ratings? I can't rate because I didn't do it. 10 out of 10 on the stress level. And so if stress equates to fun, pretty good fun. I enjoyed. Look, I'm smiling. That game was stressful. Would I play it again? Probably. Am I going to play it again right now? No. I have to say I did scope down tremendously. At first, I wanted to make a full maze with these types of doors. The only thing that's left with the concept is the maze. Ooh, making a puzzle like an escape room with those would be good. I know. My heart rate, look at this. My heart rate's up at 82 right now. I do have a heart rate monitor. 96! Oh, that's crazy. No, 82. 82 is misreading there. My heart rate's at 82, which feels kind of high. But I tend to get excited when I'm streaming anyway. My game greater than... It's true. I feel the pump. Feel the burn. Codemuck, are you entertained? I was entertained. All right, so I want to open up a new issue here. This one's not an enhancement. This one is a... I guess it's an enhancement. It's not to the game though, but repository add style guide / GitHub actions to ensure styling. Okay, so I want to do this. Add a style guide, GitHub actions to ensure the styling, ensure styling consistent on PRs. Okay, so this is sort of what I want. Javasaurus X, again, thank you so much for sharing. I gotta give you some points. Points. Add Javasaurus X. 125 points, because what a fun little game. So what I always like to say is, all right. So before we move on from that, Javasaurus X, did you learn something? What did you learn? If so, what did you learn? And then the reflection process is if you could do it again. What would you do differently? How would you approach it differently knowing what you know now? You got to reflect on your projects, reflect on the things you do. They'll help you grow a lot if you do that. It's a difficult one. Sometimes you don't feel like you gained or learned anything by doing a game jam, and that's okay. But it was my third. Yeah, see, you've done a lot of them, so you're not feeling like you actually learned a lot. Corfless, have a beautiful day, my friend. Keep coding, keep growing. We'll see you next time. Lakia Gaming, thank you so much for the raid. Mute Martial Artist, what an incredible name. Lakia Gaming, how was your stream? Shout out, folks. Go check out Lakia Gaming. Are you still working on your Hex? I think it's like Hex Space Racing game, or are you working on something new now? Mute Martial Artist, mute Martial Artist followed me today. Now Mute Martial Artist, thank you for following the Captain Coder. Mute Martial Artist, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I am wearing a lot of hats. People keep doing the hat redeem. That's hat. Look, we're 8 hats deep right now. We're 8 hats deep, maybe 9. Can't remember anymore. 33 is a lot of game jams. I don't think I've done that many. I think I've done like 10 or 11. Add style guide, GitHub actions to ensure styling consistent on PRs. Okay, I'm gonna submit this issue. I think this really, it's not an enhancement, it's more of a documentation, improvements or additions to documentation maybe. Enhancement, new feature or request. Yeah, so I think I'm going to do it as an enhancement. It's an enhancement. I'm going to assign myself to it. This is what we're going to do next. Ooh, bug fixing, quality of life updates. If you got the link, drop it into the chat. Drop it into the chat, Lakia Gaming. Thank you for being here, by the way. I appreciate you. This is what I want to work on. So what I want to do, thank you for that, the link to Hexracer. Go check out Hexracer. You can get it on Steam. Look at that. Look at that. Thank you for sharing. All right. Okay. I want to add Style Cop to my project. I want to add Style Cop to this project to enforce that I am doing the things necessary to keep it clean, and that when people contribute, we're all on the same page on that style. Either that or, yeah, I think Style Cop is that I want to be as, you know, Style Cop's going to force us to do all the good things. Force us to do all the good things. So let's look into that. Let's create a branch, and we're gonna do this with it. Force me to be good. Force me to do good. Force me to do things that I don't want to do, but make them warnings as I'm doing them. And it's gonna make me go through and fix all of the issues as well. All right, so let's look at add Style Cop to solution. Ending to your .NET Core solution here. The Style Cop or the Fashion Police, yeah. Add a package reference. Okay. Add a patch reference to Style Cop Analyzer from NuGet for each project you want to analyze. If you're working with a solution file, I strongly suggest that you do it by right-clicking on the solutions, manage NuGet pack solution. At this point, the code analyzer should be already working. However, if we want to manage rule, we need steps 2 and 3. Tell the project where the rules file is. Edit the CS project file and add the following code to the location of the file. Okay, so we're gonna have our rule set here. Must have this many hats to complete a PR. Pics or it didn't happen. Do you gotta send pictures? Manage rules as you will. The content of the custom code analysis rule set file. Okay. So add package reference. So this isn't setup. Let's look up setup Style Cop. Let's go look here. Enable or disable individual Style Cop JSON. Getting started with Style Cop. I just want, let's go, just getting started. Style Cop analyzers. This project contains an implementation of Style Cop rules using the .NET compiler platform. Where possible, code fixes are also provided to simplify the process of correcting violations. The preferable way to use the analyzer is to add the NuGet package to the project where you want to enforce the rules. Okay. So I believe I need to, I think I just add it to the project. For documentation on rules for viewers upgrade the preferable way. Add the Style Cop to the project you want to enforce on. Okay. So let's come into, I think this is all I need to do. So if I go into the Capman, I don't think I can add it here. I think it's going to tell me there's no, yeah, could not find a project. I need to do it on the actual project. Now the question is, when I do a .NET build, there we go. Now look at how bad. Look at how bad that is. All right. Now we're violating everything. Now we're violating everything. So at this point, there's a lot of work to be done. Okay. So the work to be done, so I believe if I come up now .NET build, it's going to yell at me here as well. And the idea here is to force me to follow good style, good consistent styling. And we might find that we don't like some of these, and then we're going to disable them. We'll end up disabling them. Let's start with it. Let's start going through this. Let's start being sad. This is why you want to use this from the beginning. From the beginning. Oh, this is interesting that my problems aren't showing up here. Let me reload. Might need to close that server down. Real Sky Ninja, welcome back to the streaming disco. How you doing, friends? Welcome back. Happy to have you here on this beautiful Wednesday. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Let's try to build here. It's interesting because I want the problems. So it is getting, there they are. There we go. Okay. So now I should hopefully, why is the debug console down here? Can I get rid of you? That's interesting. I want you to be up here. There we go. I sent something in self-promo. I hope I sent it in the right place. Let's check it out real quick. Let's check it out. Let's have a looky-loo. Ooh. What would you like to see from the poll? Roblox Godot. The percent chance of me doing it, the highest. I want to see Godot. Personally, I would want to see Godot, Sky Ninja. That'd be my personal preference. Let me click that follow button. Oh, I'm already following you. Gotcha. There is also, let me show you real quick. Let me see if I can make this work. The wrong window clicked. There's also on Discord. So here's the Discord. On Discord, there is a streamer info channel. Okay. So the streamer info channel here, feel free to post in there. And when you post in this channel, you didn't break any rules, no. When you post in this channel, streamer info, you'll see what happens is it creates a thread that appears on the Discord for 3 hours, I believe. So if you were to make a thread here saying, oh, I can't click there because it's on the other screen. This is my stream thread. This is how I would like people to do the stream threads. Hi. So notice when I post this, it shows up here as a thread. And then if you go, so after a while, it'll clear out, and all you have to do to get it to show up there again is say, I'm going live. And then it will show up here for the next 3 hours. So when people are looking for someone to watch, they can find you there. You're welcome to also post in the self-promotion. That's where most people post. But I actually think this is a little bit more effective, gives you a little bit more visibility, especially if people are looking for streams specifically. You don't have to do that. Just saying that that is a way you can promote yourself on my Discord. Okay. Cool. All right, we're gonna go try and fix these issues. Namespace. The file header is missing or not located at the top of the file. Quick fix. Add file header. Oh, I don't care about this, so I want to disable this across the project. Okay, so we're gonna disable the file header across the project. So I'm gonna turn that one off. So I'm gonna create a folder here. Style cop. And I want to get rid of this one across the whole project. Okay. For reason of the rules themselves, for configuration. Okay, so we have to tell style cop to look. Captain, thank you so much. My wife is ill. I'm sorry to hear that. I need to go get some groceries. Enjoy your day, my friend. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for popping in, folks. Go check out Javasaurus X. Javasaurus X, you're welcome back anytime. I hope to see you again soon. Until next time, my friend, have a beautiful day. Happy Wednesday. Maybe we could even just call it environment, but I'm gonna create a style cop code analysis rule sets file, enable and disable individual rules, specify project specific text such as name of the company and structure used for copyright headers, fine tune the behaviors or rules. So we're gonna create a style comp.json. A JSON schema is available for style cop by including references to the schema Visual Studio will offer IntelliSense. Oh, I want to adjust it. I want to change it here. Create a new file. And it could probably be in the root folder, like editor config is actually. I'm gonna do style cop.json. Here, an example file containing the configuration is available. Oh, it's an XML. Style cop default. All right, so it's an XML. That's interesting. That it's XML. That's okay. So create a new file. Style cop analyzer. Create new file. Style cop analyzers dot rule set. Copy the default here. Let's get rid of you. I'm wondering if there's a default one you can put it in the default package or something to adhere to. Analyzer is configured using two separate mechanisms, code analysis rule cells and the stylecop.json. Code analysis rule set files enable and disable individual rules, configure the severity of violations reported by individual rules, specify project specific text, fine tune the behavior of certain rules. Code analysis rule sets are a standard way to configure most diagnostics. All right, getting started with StyleComp. We can use this here. The easiest way to add a style cop configuration file to a new project using a code fix provided by the project. To invoke the code fix, open any file where there is one. Control plus, bring up the quick fix, add style cop settings to project. Okay, let's do that instead. I don't know if this is something. Okay, so this might be in Visual Studio that adds it in. Configure, fix all. Yeah, we could do, this is interesting. I wonder, okay, so let's try this in the namespace. Suppress or configure severity, none. So it doesn't fix it by adding that into the editor config. So I'm wondering, let's undo our changes to this file. Okay, we've undone that. It does want to modify editor config. All right, let's try reloading and see if that actually does it. Rap time! Welcome back to the stream. I'm doing wonderful, my friend. I hope you're doing well also. I hope you're having a beautiful day, wherever you happen to be. if these still show up here. Okay, so it seems that this actually did suppress everything. All right, .NET build. Okay, so that did suppress everything. All right, it's just, I need to rerun it here. So now if I do, let's run this build again. Creating an inventory system in Unity and you're struggling. What, tell me about your inventory system. What type of inventory system are you creating? Is it inspired by something? Is it a grid-based inventory? Is it, you know, what type of inventory system are you creating? We made a grid-based inventory system on stream. This is a file header is missing. Yeah, so I want to suppress this message here. Grid-based. We made one in Unity a while back, inventory.captaincoder.org. You might be interested to check out sort of what we did. We made a grid-based inventory system. So it's just a prototype, but we end up with a grid system where we have a 2D array of spaces. Items can occupy a variety of different spaces, and we can click and move them around. It might be worth checking it out if you're struggling. If you, no worries, you don't have to either. Struggling is always going to be anything you're working on. There's going to be a struggle the first time for sure. Proton, thank you for the raid today. Proton. How are you today, sir? Proton, thank you for the raid. How's it going, friend? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a beautiful day. If you guys don't know Proton, credible Commodore 64 coding guru. Prefix local calls with this. Oh, I don't like that. Are you kidding? I need to reload my window again. This is going to be really annoying to get working, I think. Because it isn't. Wonder. Vinci, welcome back to the stream. Hope you're having a beautiful day. All right, so is this going to actually, okay, suppress configure issues. I want to ignore IDE 160E. Okay. And so 160. Convert to blocked scoped namespace. Is that what it is? Yeah, I don't like that. Such a weird one. Here's another one. SA. We're missing a namespacing thing. So we're gonna add these in here. Hello, Proton says. Reviewing for my AWS Cloud Practicals and Vinci. How's that going? How's that going? The header file is missing at the top. I want to suppress or configure this here. Configure severity none. Okay. Save that. Elements should be documented. This one I like. Saying I need to add in documentation for anything that is public here. Element, the file header is missing. This one I'm hoping will go away. I almost spilled water everywhere. I had a shorter stream. I composed some chiptune. Nice. Set out my new headphones. Awesome. If you have a clip of that audio, we can take a listen to it. But if it's not too long, maybe 30 seconds, a minute. If you have a clip, feel free to send it. on Discord or a link to it, and we can listen to it. Okay. Really, I just want to get rid of this action, then we don't use it anymore. So I'm actually just going to delete this file. We don't need it. Okay. So let's open up the next file here to start seeing all of our errors. The file header is missing or located at the top. I thought we told this to suppress. I'm curious if I reload. That's not what I meant to do. So a lot, AWS, eLisp, CS Books, and C. Gotcha. When you say eLisp, is that Emacs Lisp? It should be separated. File missing. So this one I don't understand why. This one is not being ignored now. Severity for all. Okay, here we go. So configure severity for not all. This one. Configure SA severity none. SA 1663. So here's the thing: is this just adding it in multiple times? Just adding it in multiple times. I don't understand this. I might have to go directly into the style comp, or I need to reload this, and it's like just having trouble because I'm making changes there. Let's see if these go away on the reload here. Really annoying if they go away on the reload. Converting from the cult of Vim to the Church of Lamau. Look, I was from the Church of Vim. I switched to Emacs, and then I used Emacs for years and years and years. I don't know, and that's a good thing or not. Element should be documented. Okay, so I like this one. Field patrol should not begin with an underscore. I don't like this one. Why should not begin? Field patrol should not begin. It's a private field. What does it mean? This is so interesting. I'm going to look at this one here. Why does it think it should not begin with an underscore? I think it should. A field in C# begins with an underscore. Field name must not begin with underscore. A violation of this rule occurs when the field name begins with an underscore. By default, StyleCop allows the use of underscores, M underscores, to mark local class field in favor of the this prefix. The advantage of using this that applies equally to all element types. This is so interesting. I don't like this one. See, I don't know if I like the StyleCop style guide here. This is like Microsoft's naming convention here. One of the naming rules. Key roll. Thank you for the follow today. Key roll. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. Vinci says, gotta train my pinky muscles. Gotta get them in there. Up and down, up and down, up and down. 1 push-up, 2 pinky, 3 ups. There we go. Get it in there. Good. I got a new adaptive noise cancellation headphones. Awesome. That sounds expensive. A noise cancellation sounds expensive. Fix the flash on this. So I don't like that. If the field or variable name is intended to match the name of an item associated with this is super interesting that StyleCop is doing this. We're gonna disable this one because I don't like it. Should not begin. If it's private, it should begin. So maybe StyleCop is just not what we want to use here. Oh, thank you, Proton. Let's check it out. Composing chiptunes for the Commodore 64. Thank you for the clip. Proton, thank you for sharing. Awesome. Sick. Totally sick. Yeah. Folks, be sure to go give Proton some love. Check out that chip tune. Watch him create some beautiful music. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate it very much. Awesome work. Style Cop feels way too aggressive on this. Way too aggressive on this. But there are things. All right, so I don't think I like Style Cop. I don't think I'm liking Style Cop here. So it's not using. I don't like the justification. Violation of this rule. Field names must not begin with underscore. That's super weird. A field name in C# begins. Violation is occurs. By default, Style Cop disallows the use of underscore M to mark local class fields in favor of this prefix. The advantage of using this that applies equally to the elements. Yeah, I don't like this one. Science! Great to see you, my friend. Welcome back to the stream. How is it going? I'm so excited for Whack-'em Wednesday. It's my favorite day of the week, Science. Whack-'em Wednesdays. Gonna draw along with you tonight. Always working on something fun. What are we drawing tonight? Or what are the options if you're letting people vote? Dragon Dust. Thank you for the hat, Redeem. I appreciate it. We're about to take a break, so here's what I'm gonna do for you, Dragon Dust. I'm gonna wear a hat, and when we come back, I'm gonna get an extra hat back on just for you. You got to remind me though. So let's get this hat added to the stack here. Thank you for the hat, Redeem. I appreciate it. I appreciate it very much. Great to be here. I've been early morning meetings, so I'm here. Tonight is more Emperor's new groove theme sci art. Awesome community requests. Folks, if you're going to go see a fabulous artist, science communicator, incredible human being, go check out Science streams, folks. All right. Proton with the follow again. Proton followed me again. Proton following me around. Proton clicked unfollow and then refollowed me. Proton, thank you for the follow again. Welcome back to the stream. Happy to have you here. You crack me up, my friend. You crack me up. I'm kind of hating Style Cop. I'm hating Style Cop very much. So maybe we're not going to use it. Or I can just suppress it. I want to say we must start, private fields must start with this. All right, I'm going to remove Style Cop because statement should not be on a single line. This one I like. I think this one is okay. So it's doing things like that I don't think are good practices. And it's all over the place. I think suppress it. I think what I can do is I can just say don't use Style Cop and instead we're going to rely on our editor config. It's not updating properly when I make changes. Yeah. So I think I'm going to actually get rid of, I've decided I don't like this. Just turn it off and back on. That's what we're trying to do. Props. Master. Welcome back to the stream. Biff says, you're just out of fashion. Maybe more hats will change that preference. Yeah. Folks, we do have to take a break here. When I get back, we're going to put a hat back on for Dragon Dust. Thank you again for the hat. Was it Dragon Dust who gave me the hat? I think it was. Yeah, Dragon Dust. When we get back, I'm going to put the hat back on. But folks, I got to go get myself some tea. We'll return. We're going to keep working on our style guide. Don't go anywhere. Captain Coder will return. All right. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Dragon Dust got this hat on just for you. Thank you for the hat redeem. We are going to continue work here. Continue working on our style guide. Hero Fox, thank you so much for popping in. Code Monk, thank you for that. We are going to see if we can get this styling to give us the suppressions that we want. Napalm, great to see you, my friend. Happy Wednesday. I hope you're having a beautiful day. I don't like what Style Cop is doing here, so I'm going to take out Style Cop. So let's come back up to... I just want my editor config to work properly, is really what I want. To give me the errors there. So I'm gonna take Style Cop out of this. Style Cop, its defaults are so bad. So I really dislike them. So I've been having Napalm. So I've been having people have started to contribute to this project. And so I want my style guide. I need to have a style guide that will properly show up as warnings, so that way when they do a commit, so I need to come through here and I need to figure out how to turn specific things on for myself. For example, I want to make it so all public things, so I want to be able to enforce things like public needs to have a warning on it, things that are public if there is no documentation comment. So I want all public things, at least classes, to have a documentation comment on it. So to encourage things, I want private things to require an underscore. I want static things to need the S. So all these common things, I have I have multiple people contributing, and I look at the style and go like, well, it doesn't match my style. And so I want to have a style guide that will properly match what I'm expecting. Force good things. It does things. So right now it is actually has the style saying you should never have an underscore. So the default is so far from what I want. It's so far from what I want that I don't think I want to use it. But I want to come in here. I'm hoping editor config can work for me. And I'm just not used to using, I haven't worked. So here's the thing. All of my work with Teams has been in Java, Python, and Angular applications for the most part. So anytime I've used something like a lint or a styler, it has been in that context. So I don't have all of the stuff I've done in C# has essentially been self-driven. So I don't know how to do it properly. I have used Style Cop a little bit, but I really dislike its conventions, its default conventions. Style Cop saying that I shouldn't use _m, whereas Microsoft, I sort of want a Microsoft version. Microsoft naming .NET, naming conventions, C#. I want to try and follow .NET coding conventions. So I'm curious if there's one that's, so for example, naming, right? Use concise syntax when initializing arrays. Hang on. The identifier names. Underscore, right? Identifiers must start with a letter or underscore. Oh, hang on. That's not what I want. Private static field. So I want to follow this types of things. Identifiers shouldn't contain 2 consecutive underscores. Interfaces names should start with an I. Private instances start with an underscore. So I want to have this. I think you are headed right away. You are headed the right way with editor config. I just haven't went down the right. Yeah, I haven't gone down. So I'm sort of exploring that today. Exactly. And so, but what I want is if these are configured, so right now everything's sort of like silence. I want when I do a .NET build for it to yell at me if these are incorrect. All right, so now I have some process running in the background here. Could not copy. All right, let's kill. I might have to do something. I'm also kind of discombobulated right now. We might just wrap things up. This isn't what I meant to run. But yeah, when I do a build, and Napalm Codes, I hope you're having a beautiful day. .NET build. When I do a build here, I want the warnings to show up here. And I think none of them are configured. Bummer editor config, can't enforce it in CICD. So if I can get my .NET build to recognize it, then I can. If .NET build will enforce it, I can get it. So for example, let's try to find one of these. Instead of making it a suggestion, so I'm assuming it can. So as long if .NET build can do it, then my CI/CD can enforce it. Because all I have to do is say, oh, well, make fail on warnings, right? So in my build on the CI/CD, say fail the warnings, give it out there. So you can't have any warnings when you're doing it. Style read-only field. So here is the thing. So let's try this. I have this as a read-only. Let's make it not read-only. Now I get this warning here. .NET build doesn't give me this warning. So the question is, how can I get it? Can't get to see my conduit from this car park though. No worries. No worries, Smab. We're going to figure it out. We're going to figure it out. .NET build, use editor config. Okay. .NET ignore editor config. How to enforce .NET format using editor config. Build should fail with editor config rule violation. So that's sort of what I want. What makes the ideal breakfast sandwich for the Captain Quarter? Pagorli, that's an excellent question. One of my, I'm not gonna say it's the best sandwich, but I have one of my favorite breakfast sandwiches. Has to be. Also, thank you for being here, Pagorli. I appreciate you. No worries, Napalm. I assume, yeah. So, excuse ring. I think Google had a cached editor config reference saying you couldn't do it in CI. It depends on how you decided. It's not just going to do it by default. You're going to have to configure something to give you those warnings. Pagorli wants to know, what's the ideal breakfast sandwich for the Captain Coder? I am a big fan of green chili. So a breakfast sandwich, eggs, over medium, a little bit runny on the egg. So then the bread can soak it up. So over easy, over medium egg, little bit runny. Over easy is probably too runny for a sandwich. Over medium egg, little bit of runniness in it. Green chili, pepper jack cheese on a croissant with caramelized onions, mushrooms, and peppers. That's probably my dream sandwich. Eventless gaming. Eventless gaming. Thank you for following me. We've got Eventless gaming. Welcome to the stream. Eventless gaming, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome aboard. Welcome to Captain Coder's Academy. Glad to have you here on this beautiful Wednesday. I hope you're having a beautiful Wednesday. But Pagorli, that's probably what I'd want right now. Absolutely delicious sandwich there. So what I want to figure out if I can do is I want my CLI, I want my .NET build to enforce or give me errors when it doesn't. How to create an editor config. Creating an editor config in the options. It doesn't though, Smab. It's not using it. Do I need to put it in the project directory? So I have this editor config here. I'm getting this warning here. I have this set as read-only field as a warning. Field preference, style read-only field. warning. I do a .NET build, and it doesn't give me the warning. So, is this because... Oh, Napalm Code, I'm not running that again. I'm not running that again. That was a bad idea to run that. I did do that. I'm pretty sure I ran that. I was like, oh no. It modified everything. It made everything awful. Yeah, so I did run this. It used editor config, and then my entire project was in a... it modified every single file. It did use editor config, but I don't want... So I do want some things. Yeah, it edited every file, and it was bad. It was bad, and I hadn't done a commit before I ran it, and so I had to manually go through... it was bad. Right now, it wouldn't be so bad. I do want this to be a warning here. Okay, let's see. Error. Let's make it an error instead. Let's reload here. Is error the right thing to put there? I'm assuming it's an error. Suggestion warning, error. So, I'm assuming I can make it an error, but maybe not. Error might not be the correct configuration. Editor config error. All right, so I have it here as an error. But now when I do a .NET build, it's still okay with it. So it's not reading my .editor config. And maybe this is something I need to tell it to use. All right, let's change this back to just a warning. Warning. Okay. But yeah, it doesn't... No Napalm Code, I love backseating. Thank you for the hat. We're here before like one of the reasons I continued to stream is the backseating aspect of it. I actually really get a lot out of backseat coding. Thank you for the hat, Redeem. I really do get a lot out of it. I've learned so much. It's like incredible here. Problem. I just, this is why I'm here. It's like maybe someone knows better than me. And in fact, someone definitely knows better than me. I'm distracted from writing unit tests. All right, if you want me to stop distracting, no worries. You can edit the config in VS Tools, formatting your code locally. So code cleanup, enforcing code style on save. I don't necessarily like that. Configure code cleanup, forcing code style on build. Here it is. We need to add this. Enforce code style in build. Here it is. CS proj. So I need to change some of these things that are to actual warnings. So here we go. It isn't. I don't think it is the default, but here, let's put this in here. Why isn't there a default formatter for XML? That's crazy to me. Do we get a warning now? No. Dude, come on. This setting enables code style enforcement. Any code style violations reported as build warnings or errors according to the editor config file. Is this because the editor config is not in the right place? Let's try something wild here. I put it here. No, it still doesn't. Catman CS Proj. Okay, I have it here. What is going on? I'm so confused. Donnie Hostillo. Welcome back again. Thank you for the hat redeem, Donnie. Get a hat added to this stack. Boom. Thank you so much for the hat redeem. Try clean first. Let's try .NET. Let me remove .NET clean. That's a good idea, Smab. No. See, this is so bizarre.
More.
TBD Gamer with the big old raid. Welcome to the stream. Temptic, welcome back. Happy to have you here, TBD Gamer. Smirkin Squiggly, it's great to see you as well, folks. Be sure to give TBD Gamer some love. Thank you for the raid. Appreciate you being here. If you got a raid and run, no problem. I know you got to take care of yourself. I hope you're doing absolutely well. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope your stream was awesome. If you have some time, feel free to tell us about it. Feel free to drop some links to what you've been working on. Because we gotta know. We gotta know. How many hats are we today? We're 3 hats deep right now. We're 3 hats deep right now. Not enough hats to solve this this configuration issue. It's just super interesting to me why it isn't in. It's so weird. So weird. Do I need to put this in my SLN? That wouldn't make sense to me. For your file, add the following code here. I know if I do a .NET run or build, it shows warnings on my machine. Yeah. Let's go full stack with those hats. It's true. We just got, TBD says, was working on Agile platform today. I have to run though. Doggos need walking. Enjoy your walk. Thank you for the alert. TBD Gamer, have a beautiful day. Thank you for dropping your friends off here with me. Smirkin Squiggly. Yeah, exclamation point hat, 500 points. Get a hat added to the stack. These points can add up quickly. If you don't have them. You get about 240 points per hour being here. Enforce style build CS proj not working. Does not cause the build to fail, although errors are present. This is open. Add a configure to your project. Add a violation of a rule which is set in a warning or error level. Underscores a prefix. Set up your CS proj like this. Okay. Write code which triggers the warning. Ensure the error is present in this. Yep, so I have that. Building the command .NET configuration release. I couldn't figure out the best area to label this issue. I'm having the problem as well. Show up in the error list, but not when set to build only. I just tried it. Warnings are still emitted at build time for broken editor configs. Not committed. I've noticed that these are no longer working for the named rules. I wonder if I need to do something like this. Let's try the following. Because this isn't necessarily a specific rule. I've been doing wonderful, Donnie. How have you been? Thank you for coming by. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Let's look at IDE this. Inline variable declaration. No, this is the option. It should be called here. Okay. .NET naming convention prefix. Hyperins live. Thank you for the raid again. The double raid. We got TBD Gamer coming in. We got so many great raids coming in. Hyperins live. Thank you for being here. Hope you're having a double trouble. Boil and bubble. Click that heart and follow this lovely streamer. See this heart right here, folks? See that heart? Boom! Follow my lead. Click it. Click it faster. Click it harder. Hyperruns Live. How was your stream? What were you working on today? Tell us all about it. Tell us all about it. Just in case you don't have permission. There you go. Drop a link. If you got a link for us to look at, we'll look at it. I'm looking to be a little bit distracted today. So feel free to drop a link if you got it. There is an option in .NET Format that doesn't apply changes. Maybe that can be added to the pipeline. I played around with it after your last stream with Format. Okay. It's not even just the formatting, though, right? This here, this warning is super interesting. I would still want, so these are the types of things that I would be okay with. Unused parameters. Maybe this too should be a warning. There are certain things that I would like to be a warning here. We were working on hyperons. Hyperons. Let me know if I'm pronouncing it incorrectly. Thank you for sharing that link there. And again, thank you for the raid. Ooh. Take Hyperons takes you on a captivating sci-fi survival adventure. Immerse yourself in a fascinating world full of challenges and dangers where you must fight for survival. Prepare yourself for an epic sci-fi survival adventure in Hyperons and survive the challenges that await you. Nice, folks. So add this to your wish list. This to your wish list. It really helps. Even if you end up not getting the game, adding it to your wish list really helps getting visibility on a game. This looks cool. How long have you been working on this? This looks great. This is not enough seconds. Did I miss something? Let me know if I missed a hat redeem or something. In March, 1 year. You've been working on it for a year. Incredible. To disable the rule. Yeah, I want editor config to build try up here. Oh, you know what? I might not have been in the right direction. .NET clean. .NET build. Spend much time in that project, I'm sure. Control behavior. .NET format. Help. All right, so let's see if we can use this as part of our pipeline. A spacer with a list of diagnostic IDs that use the filter. .NET format. Severity. Verify no changes. I want to tell it to not report except a file path. Verbosity. White space style. Run code style analysis and apply fixes. I don't want to apply the fixes. I just want it to give me a report. I'm basically in a new branch, Smab. This branch is new. I'm in a branch specifically for adding a style guide to GitHub. So this is exactly where I should be doing it. The changes here were me messing around with style cop and stuff I don't want actually in here. Or at least maybe I'll do a commit here. Like I intentionally modified first code style and build. I'm sad this didn't work. So yes, the answer is yes, I'm already there. Detailed. Set the verbosity allowed values are quiet, normal, minimal. Format file. .NET format. No changes. Just .NET format. Let's just go look at .NET format. It's a code formatter that applies style preferences to a project. Will be read from config file if present, otherwise defaults. If a project or solution is not specified, search is the current. None of the options are required. Can use them for just a space separated list. Thank you. Here, there's this page. How to enforce using editor config and GitHub Actions. Vibes! Welcome back to the stream. Here come the vibes. Welcome aboard. Thank you for the lurk. Thank you again for the raid. I'm glad you're here. Friend published in 2023 that I almost forgot, but in DMs. But yeah, it's cool, and I'm remaking it. Very cool. Very cool. Hyperons, remember, you're welcome here anytime. Thank you for being here. Commands, I didn't. Thank you, Smab. Well, this one here is specific for GitHub Actions. I could go look at these actions. Verify no changes, verbosity diagnostic. So I think what this does, let's take a look at what this does. Let's run this and see if it modifies anything. See if it changes anything, or if it just shows these errors. Okay. This is good. This is good. Error white space, fix white space formatting. While true behavior. Super interesting. Make field read only. So this is this stuff I would want to see here. Warning, warning. But then it's saying it formatted code file. Did it? I don't think it did. I think specifically, if I do, I'm wondering about this. Verify no changes would be made. Yeah. I'm seeing, okay. So it's the verify no changes is what we're looking for. Okay. So we can do stuff like ignoring this type of white space. All right, cool. Thank you for the Doi vibes. I appreciate it. Can I share the game if that's okay? I would say Discord is the best place to share it, and then send me a link to the Discord share. Discord's going to be the best place. I don't know if I'll look at it right now, but if you send it on Discord, it's a great place to share. And if you want to make it a little bit more permanent on Discord, there is a project forum. So if you consider it a project, under the share category, project forum is a good place to post, and you'll see things like Lance, whenever Lance makes an update, it will show up so people can know what is more recent. So as you make progress on it, just add to the project discussion thread there. So you get a thread for it, which I think is useful. Okay, so the specific command I'm looking for is verify no changes. Okay. Use .NET format style. The other irons. You're on mobile, so I'm assuming then the other options. .NET format, you're saying do format style, verify, no changes. This is like, and then diagnostic will output some, sorry, I should have put the diagnostic thing on there as well. We made changes, so I need to undo, let's do a discard all changes here. Let's make sure, yeah, this one I don't need. I haven't made any real changes that I care about. We're going to discard all the changes. All right. I don't want you. close everything. All right. Thank you for sharing that vibe. What's interesting is I don't get output on that. That's really interesting. What was it? Diagnostic, verbosity diagnostic. Okay, this is what I want here. It's weird that it says formatting file. Formatted 0 of 31. Okay, let's go add this back in here. These read-only things. So if we know, so it was specifically in someplace I had a private read-only. Thing. Where did it go? I should have... Hang on. Maybe not in behaviors. Where was I looking before? Alright, so I'm going to make this not read-only. We get the warning here. Okay, and so we get the warning here. But it doesn't make the change. It doesn't make the change for us. This I like. This I like. It's to read only. All right, so this is part of our workflow that we'll use. There are certain things I want to make it also track there. Maxwell, welcome back to the stream. Great to have you here. Thank you for your posts. Vibes. Thank you for your posts here. Old game. I made this very first. I published with a friend. I hope you like it. We probably won't check it out today, but feel free to ping me next time, or on the next showcase might be a good time to show it off as well. So something I'd like to not have unused imports here. Unused usings. Let's go into our editor config and unused usings here. I was planning to add it to my CI/CD, but it generally doesn't leave my machine with any warnings. Gotcha. So I think a big part of it is getting the verbosity correct here. I'm going to create a new file here for now. Check. Something like this. I don't know exactly what it is going to look like. Bin bash is what I use. .NET build, and then .NET format, get these errors out like that. This is mostly for my sanity. When we get this out, this is going to be part of the series of commands we run in our GitHub action. What I need to do is I need to come through here and say, which of these do I want to be warnings? Very useful if you have PR. Exactly. That. So the reason I want to do this is because I've had 2 people making pull requests who want to continue making pull requests, and I'm hoping more people will want to also begin contributing. I'm finding it very fun to do that, and so I want to add in making sure that usings. So stuff like this, unused using, I don't want this to just be up here. Directive is unnecessary. I want to add this to our styling here. All right, so ID 5. And so I'm coming over. When I click this link, I want to add this specifically into our editor config. Say, hey, make this a warning, and then we'll force those things out. Okay. And I'm not 100% sure how to do it. Ryan, welcome back to the stream. Congratulations on number 18. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. But I need to figure out how to add a specific IDE trait here. Let's see. this. Okay, something like this. Let's add this down here. That's not what I want. I want this. So the severity of 0005, IDE 005, should be a warning. Can even make them weird if you really don't allow them. Useful for you too. Can even make them weird. Oh, so there's another typo in there, I'm assuming. So I want to customize these to make sure that I want to force myself to have them too. That's the other thing, is like I'm inconsistent myself, so I'm sort of trying to come up with my own here. I'm probably gonna end up with some templates that I use for my own projects that come with these. It's just good practice. Thank you so much for your help, Smab. You've been, as always, you've been incredibly helpful. I appreciate you. Have a beautiful day. We'll see you next time. A Distant Answer, welcome back to the stream. Temptic, congratulations on number 19. Distant Answer, congratulations on number 20. Got to get those bonus points. Getting all those points, I appreciate it. Have a beautiful day. Warning on unused usings here. So this should turn into a warning. Let's go back into my CS proj here. And I do want to put this back in. .NET build. If you scroll down, Temptic, awesome. Enabled documentation file, set MS build, generate documentation file to true in project. What did they do? Did I put first coding cell? This is interesting. This warning is super interesting. Set MS build property, generate documentation file to true in project file. I don't want to generate documentation. That one's fascinating. On the Twitch page, Temptic, if you scroll down, you can find the commands listed, all the relevant ones listed below here. That said, I'm not going to do Tetris. I got to take Tetris off some days just because my partner's trying to sleep and it causes some issues for her. Holy moly, Marky, how do we say it? Thank you for the raid, folks. Marky, what were you working on? Tell us a little bit about your stream. What were you doing? What brings you to... It's Mark. Mark, welcome to the stream. Happy to have you here. Folks, be sure... go check out Mark. I'm not sure what you do on your stream. I haven't seen you before. But folks, be sure to give Mark some love. Thank you so much for the raid. Go check out Mark. Mark, tell us, what were you working on stream? If you want to drop some links, let me give you permission real quick. Permit, Mark. Yeah, I got to change the Tetris redeem. Exactly. Temptic, I have some ideas. I need to change it there. It's just too loud for my, in the morning for everything that's going on. It's a little bit too disruptive to the people I live with. Uncannily, welcome back, or welcome to the stream as well. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, Mark, tell us what you were working on. I gotta know as we drift into the void here. Thank you for being here. Did I copy this wrong? This one here was this. Let me open this up here. IDE 0005. In our editor, IDE 0005. .NET Diagnostic. Okay. Using directives. Yeah, I want this to be a warning here. Severity should be warning. To disable of the code learners, to disable the rule for file folder, I want this to actually be a warning. Okay, and we'll put this name here. Unnecessary code rules. Like this. And I feel like if I reload here, setting up my styles here. I'm learning Unity and messing around with rail shooter game. Very cool. I'm a beginner, but it's coming along. Awesome. Awesome, Mark. I'd love to see what people are working on. I would love if you join the Discord, drop it in our projects. We can take a look. But yeah, if you have a link to something you're working on, I gave you a little bit of permission. Feel free to share that, and so people can check it out. And welcome to Unity Land. I've been using Unity for about a little over a year. I've enjoyed it. This project happens to be agnostic. I'm not using Unity for this one, but plan to eventually. Why am I having so much trouble with this? It's driving me crazy. Ryan, 1 year. Wow. I want to turn this off. Generate documentation file. Documentation. Why is this one on? Oh, this is interesting. This one, IDE 0005. Okay, what? What? That's so weird. It's our anniversary. It's true, Ryan. Look at, yeah, Style Cop I did not like. We're trying to use a different path here. Not much to share, but I finished a little rocket game prototype yesterday. Very cool. Go check it out, folks. You have to let me know how it goes. It's interesting that this one's diagnostic is showing up here as generate documentation file needs to be true for this one to work. But it has nothing to do with that. Curious. Yeah. This is super interesting. I do want this one here. Publicly visible type. All right, so this is one of the errors that I do want. All publicly visible things need to have it. Which style of hall monitor we're using? We're trying to get it to work with editor config. Juan, welcome back to the stream. Happy to have you here. I hope you're having a beautiful day. So this is definitely one that I want to want turned on, is this public stuff. I don't necessarily want it to generate documentation for all this stuff though, but we're gonna have to go through and add in comments for these things at some point. This is interesting. Fresh meat, welcome back to the stream. Happy Wednesday. I hope you're having a beautiful day, my friend. Great to see you. It requires me to have this on to do. That one is so weird. Let's get rid of that. And I want to see if this will give me a warning now. Now it seems to like not loading this at all. No arrow up in the terminal? Oh, you're saying because I typed out .NET build so fast? Could have used the arrow up. I do use arrow up often. If it was a more complex command, I probably would have. To code is to be lazy. Efficiency. Maybe a little bit more efficient. Okay. So now it's showing up as a warning here. All right, that's good. Doesn't show up in my build, which is interesting. Did you get your dopamine hit today? We've gotten a few hits of dopamine. Feel free to send me some more. Blast. Glad to have you here. Efficient is a buzz term for laziness. Biffles, it's true. It's true. It is a buzz term. Just get those buzzwords in. Okay, so let's look at our naming conventions. I'm naming styles here. I want to make it so that my naming suggestion, severity, naming rules, non-field error should be Pascal case. Make this a warning. Oh, yeah! Get that dopamine. Thank you for that dopamine hit. I appreciate it. Boss asked what I completed today. I said I'd have to ask my PC. I've been out all day. Yeah. We're gonna change these to warnings for the naming conventions. I want to follow naming conventions here. We got another raider. Holy moly! All the raids today. You guys are incredible. Serious Papa, thank you for the raid. Holy cannoli! Welcome to the stream. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for the raid. Tell me, Serious Papa, what were you working on? What are you doing today? Yeah, thank you for the shout out to Serious Papa, folks. Thank you again for the raid. Be sure to check out Serious Papa. Hit that heart. Give him some love. Serious Papa, tell us about your stream. What were you working on? What brings you to Captain Coders Academy? Happy to have you here. We are doing one of the least fun things ever today, which is setting up our style guide for our repository. Thank you for being here, Serious Papa. I got to say thank you. Making a tower defense game in Unreal Engine was a good stream. Styler recommended you. Styler, thank you so much for the recommendation. Serious Papa. Glad you could be here. If you'd like to, feel free to share some links to your tower defense game. If you got them, send it. If you have a video that we can watch, preferably under like a minute, that would be cool too. I am going through our styling guide here, enforcing our naming conventions. Right now, everything's set to suggestions. I want these are following Microsoft's guides. I'm setting these to warnings so that way, then when people make contributions to our project, it'll give us some confidence. It'll give them suggestions right away on how to follow our style guide here to match my style, and then also force me to match it as well. So here's our spacing preferences. So I'm trying to find all the spots here using directive placement, preference outside namespace. These things that are normally suggestions, I might switch to warnings. So I feel like anything that's a suggestion, I want to switch to a warning a little bit. Use value assignment preference. Let's set that to a warning. Preferred index operator, range operator. I'm not sure. The ones that I know and that I do, I'm going to start switching here. Okay. Preferred order, prefer static local function. I'm not sure what this, it's already set to a warning actually. Style condition, delegate, call, C#, switch expression. Some of these probably don't need to be warnings. I'm turning on the naming ones. I like those. Least fun edition unit sensor, my kryptonite, Napalm says. Yeah, this is a look. I've enjoyed hanging out with you guys. You guys have made this much better. But I'm not gonna lie. This has not been a fun stream for me. Yeah. C# implicit object creation, style var. Yeah, I don't like using var keyword. When type is apparent feels like the only time. .NET remove unnecessary suppression exclusions. Quality unused parameter preference. .NET code quality unused parameters. I don't know what this one does. Read-only field, we turn that one. Preferred simplified interpolation. Why not? It's very nice, Todd. It confuses me. It makes things, for me, it feels hard to read. You know what? It is when it is used in places where it's not obvious. When it's not obvious. So for an example here, I gave some feedback on a pull request we had. So we had a pull request here. And I asked for a minor change to the naming there. I actually have found that it's nice sometimes. You're using typewriter. I like that. That's the version I like to use as well, Todd. That's the version I really like. Is the new on the right side if you know what it is. So I'll just show you an example here. I gave some feedback on this pull request. Can I go look at the commits? It looks like they might have done a force push. Oh no, so look right here. Right here, what is this data type? What is this data type here? Someone tell me. What is the type of message offset? I know it's a numeric type. Is it an integer? Is it a float? Is it a double? Is it a decimal? I don't know. I don't know what type it is. This is, yeah, I don't know. So this one here is I don't like. I don't mind it in some cases, but yeah, it's like I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. So I want to, I would hope, I want to say don't use it if it's not obvious. So I would like to add one that says I prefer the new on the right side. If we don't know the type, don't use the var. So we're just looking at our editor config right now. Object initializer, auto properties, prefer. I don't even know what this one does, if I'm honest. Auto properties. If you see var in my code, it's probably copy past, but even then, I'd probably swap out var. Yeah, me too. For non-interfaces, .NET separate imports, local parameters, indent. Does it give a warning right now if our indentation's off? I want it to give, yeah, I want that to be a warning. Editor, config, warning, formatting, warning support, warning on formatting is what I want. Serious Papa, thank you for following me today. We got Serious Papa. Thank you for the follow today. Serious Papa, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Learn about using code style for format indentation spaces. All formatting options have rule fix formatting. Okay. CS. So what we would do is we'd add in this to say fix formatting. We're going to try this. We're going to try this and see if it comes through. Warning. And so this one is formatting rule. Hang on. All formats have rule this. Okay. Fix formatting issue. Real Sky Ninja, welcome back. How you doing, friend? It's great to see you. When are you planning on streaming, Real Sky Ninja? I know you had mentioned it. Do you have a time you're considering streaming, or like a schedule you're planning to try and do? Like maybe you're gonna try and do Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. at a specific time, it'd be good to know. AK47 never seen. AK, welcome to the stream. Till when are you streaming? I'm streaming for another 10 minutes. Another 10 minutes, then I gotta get to 10, 15-ish minutes. And then I'm gonna have to get to work. Let's look at this. Fix imports, ordering. Okay. Says it formatted, but it doesn't. Feel free to ask, can you raid my friend in last? Maybe. It's, you know, it's a little... Risky Biscuit Games? Probably can raid Risky Biscuit Games. It's a little bit, just so you know, it's a little... It's pretty... if I was asking for suggestions, you can give them. But Risky Biscuit was here. We'll probably raid Risky Biscuit. I'd be okay with that. Risk it for the biscuit. Yeah, I love Risky Biscuit was here with us. Okay, this is good. Fix formatting. They came onto the stream on Saturday, which was wonderful. Okay, so we do now. It's going to show formatting. I think if I got to do a reload though, for it to show. I wish I didn't have to do a reload. To get it to detect the editor config changes. Editor format. Editor config. Yeah, it's weird that I have to reload the window to get it to actually see those changes. But yeah, we're gonna start having the formatting there as warning. So hopefully this should yell at me right now with the spacing issue. Please. There it is. All right, so it's going to tell me this isn't formatted properly. Okay. All right. So it's kind of don't want all of the formatting things, so I'm not sure if I actually want this on or not. But yeah, we'll get some errors here now, saying that this fix formatting. Okay, so we can fix the formatting now, which I'm not sure I like. I'm not sure I actually like it this way. In my code, we could apply it to everything. There's like certain spots I want the formatting to be ignored, that type of thing. Yeah. All right. But this is a start. This is a start. Let's go ahead and fix the if it doesn't. So here's the thing. If it doesn't show up as an error in my IDE, it's harder to fix. Redston, great to see you, friend. Hope you're having a beautiful day. And this, I really want to be able to have the warnings in here, but it's like yells at me for certain stuff. I just got up. Awesome. Get up, wake up. It is always a good way to start. Is not expected. Okay, so I can't name this with update here. So I would name it something like what do I call it? Internal update or private update. I bet if I did a lowercase u, it would yell at me as well, saying, "Hey, methods should begin with uppercase." So this outside update here, this one here, I don't know what to call it. Update underscore. Oh, that was interesting. Update underscore. UDAP update underscore. I could do this. Will styling run as part of PR? Exactly, Biffles. It'll give you an error when you go to do a PR, because that's exactly what I'm going for. I didn't. Let me check my phone real quick, Sky Ninja. I didn't get a notification. Just so you know, I don't have a notification from you going live. But yeah, I've been getting people doing PRs, and then I want to enforce the styling on myself as well. 3 p.m. not bad. I wake up at 3 a.m. so we're in like a 12-hour difference there. 12-hour difference. Okay. Yeah, so it'll error on the PR saying you need to fix these things. from the editor config. One thing that is a little bit annoying is I can't get all of this to come through here. There was something I added to this. CS proj error on editor config. There was something I did here. I needed to add in nope. What did I do with it? It was here. Now it's gone. Editor config CS proj on build. I have to look at it again. Yeah, we will. That's a no-no there for sure. It'd be one way to do it. Okay, so we got a lot of formatting issues. So it's stuff like this that I don't see. This is why I don't know if I want this as a warning, because in my editor config, can I say allow spaces in parameters? Like that. So these are the types of things I would want to do. Editor config allow spaces in parameters. You would be able to do a suppress, yeah. Setting for spacing around logical operators in Visual Studio. C# space around binary operators before and after. Okay, let's look at space around. Space around. Space after comma. C# space. So I want spaces before and after. If I do this, I want there to be allow white space. Spaces. Space after semicolon in for statement, yeah. Space between method declaration. C# space around declarations, space statements. Can I do ignore here? Here's a question. Allows formatting on spaces. Let's do a reload here. I would be able to add a suppress, but then I'd have to put it everywhere. So I do it, and I'd prefer to just say, well, we're going to allow this type of thing. That said, indentation over here I want. So I don't want my formatter to do this. Let's, while we're waiting for that, we can do this and see. No, it still gets it. Let's see what the view fixes are. Quick fix. Suppress or configure issue. So the problem is that this is an ID 55. So this is saying anytime there's any sort of formatting, get mad. Or just, I don't want to, ID 0, so this is interesting. IDE 0055 says all formatting. Whereas what I want to do is I want to say that I want that formatting to be okay. And I don't know what formatting this would be. To say allow this type of space. Fix formatting. Yeah. Comma. Space after comma. Space before comma. Valid is true, false. That's the thing. Space before comma here. Support code style option, no. Okay. That's really we can't do much about this if we want to have it yell at us for formatting issues. So I guess we just have to say, okay, well, we're going to live with formatting without the extra spacing to line things up. I think that's what we have to say, is we have to live with that, or have some sort of suppress. Let's see, the other option, suppress here. So we can say ignore it right here. This, and I hate this even more. Yeah, you'd have to wrap it around this whole thing. You could do this. Right? If you really wanted it. I don't think it's that bad to have it in there. Yeah, this is another thing, is these words must begin with capital uppercase letters. This is interesting because I like to name my methods this way. I think... Oh, can I tell it to ignore on the tests? That would be something that I'd be interested in, is can I ignore this in my test projects? The test project it follows different conventions. Which would be what I would want there. CS editor config CS proj editor config. Yeah, so it's like it has to be across those things too, which is a little bit. Editor config different per project. And learning a skill. Gotcha. What are you from? So AK, you've not done any coding or this style of coding? I have a blast program. I've been programming for many years. I got to get going, unfortunately. Let's go raid Risky Biscuit. Risky Biscuit. See how long they've been going first. That's interesting. Risky Biscuit Games. I think I just spelled it wrong. There we go. Yeah, Risky Biscuit came on stream with us, making a really cool game. All right, folks. Thank you so much for hanging out. I gotta go. Have a beautiful day. We'll be back on Saturday. Keep coding, keep growing, keep being the best you can be. You're welcome back anytime. I'll see you guys on Saturday. Bye-bye.